Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sean here with BlueRidgeSilverhound. We are going to be doing the Monday market report for the week ending December 4th, 2022. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in for the first Monday market report of the month. And we are going to go ahead and take a stroll down the market for the first week of December. Things are still heating up, and they should be for about the next couple weeks before things simmer down ahead of the Christmas kind of like 2-3 day holiday period. All in all, I mean, we have a pretty big Monday market report this week. In case this is your first time here, we take a look at all of the most relevant post 1900 modern graded coins to have sold in the last 7 days this week. We're going to be looking at all of the good stuff from greatcollections.com. They are by far one of the most reliable auction sites for these type of pieces, week in and week out. And then I would say that if you guys are looking to either buy a really nice piece for your collection, I would say Great Collections is probably top of the list of some of the better online auction houses to buy from. In addition, if you're looking to sell some of your high-end pieces, look no further. Great Collections is a great place to go as well, with low consignment fees and great customer service. So all in all, everything looks pretty good. We finally have a full recovery of newer, diverse coins. Things were a little slow for the last few weeks, and then now they have just another monumental show. A few more 5-digit coins, of course, did sell here in the last 7 days, and type collectors rejoice. The type collecting market is really, really nice right now. It's borderline white hot. All right, so without having to pay the big amounts of money for what we call registry set caliber coins, the secondary unit of other lower graded examples are being scooped up when all of the other ones are just way too expensive to afford. So let's go ahead and dive right in. See what the auction market has to offer, and we're going to start it out with your and my favorite variety to look for today in the wild. That's the 1992D Lincoln Memorial Cent. This one right here exhibits the close AM variety. It's also known as the FS901 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. So you can see that the base of the A&M in America is touching. Furthermore, you do have that different FG initials on the reverse here. It actually sits a little bit further away from the Lincoln Monument base. It's another thing to look out for. But this is a great coin. PCGS tabbed this one as an AU58. It even has all of the attribution right on there. Nice oxidized, mildly circulated example. I can imagine the person that did find this was probably just dancing off the walls because it's such a great chase piece. This one ended up selling for $2,306.25. Again, this is kind of like that happy medium of everybody's collecting desires. If they wanted this coin in their collection but didn't want to pay the $5,000 to $10,000 for one that's in mint state condition, you are certainly looking at the best of the best with this grade. The next one that we have here is Lincoln Steely. This is a zinc-coated steel cent, everybody's favorite one-shot date for the series. It's a 43S this time. We've seen quite a few PCGS mint state 68s on the market. However, those coins are the top of everyone's kind of like wish list. Especially for newer registry sets of the series. So an NGC graded example, like the one that you see here, again, is that second tier, a little bit more affordable coin in the same grade, mid-state 68. This one ended up selling for $1,409.62. Typically, PCGS graded mid-state 68s of the same date and mint mark will sell for about $1,000 more. So kind of giving you a little perspective on the price difference from PCGS's grading to NGC. people will pay more for the PCGS plastic. The next one that we have here is our record setter of the week. That's the 1937D Lincoln Wheat Cent. Nice little splash of green and gold toning on this one is really what kind of puts this one a step above the rest of the coins on today's list. PCGS had assigned a grade of Mint State 68 Red, which, believe it or not, is going to go into a high-end registry set. The price value shows, when something is that rare and you have probably one of the largest collecting bases for a specific type of denomination, the money gets incredibly wild. In this case, this one ended up selling for $22,500. And yes, this is a top pop coin right here. Just a beautiful gem with a little bit of original color in there in the mix. The next one that we have here is a coin that I've talked about before, not specifically this coin, but the same date and mint, 1931D. Is a coin that we don't typically think about as being like a super rarity or most valuable. I guess you could kind of give that award to the 31S because of its relatively low mintage. However, 31D is up there in terms of the low survival rate in mint state condition. This one right here is a PCGS Mint State 65 full red example. It's also got a CAC green bean as well, which means a lot to some of the collectors that want this for its quality. This coin ended up selling for $1,631.25 here this week, proving again that these kind of like tier 2 type of dates, or grades rather, for these much tougher dates are beginning to get a lot more looks and a lot more bidding activity. Now here's one that belongs in just about any completionist's set. This is a 1922 plain, no Denver Mint Mark Lincoln Wheat Cent. Now, as you guys know, in 22, they only made these at the Denver Mint. So there were a number of them that were produced without a mint mark or a weak mint mark, probably due to a filled die. There were also 4 different reverse dies that were used for this date. Of course, the best one is the strong reverse type that you see here. I've seen some of these with some pretty mushy reverse dies, and they're not as well coveted. They're still expensive, but they're nothing like the strong reverse type of this coin. This is an NGC AU58 Brown, just a really solid example that will fit just a myriad of different type of collecting applications. Like a typeset would want this, a standard Lincoln Cent kind of high-end set would want something like this, in addition to maybe possibly a registry set filler coin would want this as well. It's also CAC certed. This one, as you would expect, very expensive coin at $7,659 as its final sale price. And then we also have a few very nice teens Lincolns. How about a 1915D, showing probably some of the nicest strike that you will find on any coin during this time period. PCGS gave a Mint State 66 Plus full red grade designation on this one. It's also CAC green beaned as well, so it's got kind of a double dose of high quality here. This one ended up selling for $8,718.75. Again, this could fill in, much like the 22 plain no mint that we saw before it, many different types of applications. And again, there are folks that create investment portfolios for clients that is made entirely of coins, and something like this would fit in those types. And then the final, 1 cent denomination for the week, it has to be one of the big key dates, the big chase pieces within the series. How about 1914D, a very nice high quality specimen. This one is a PCGS Mint State 66. It's also red brown, so it's got just a really nice medium color to it. Very attractive, very sharp. The strike is second to none, as you would expect, again, for these teens dated coins. This one, much like the previous couple coins, fits many different collecting and investing types. This one sold for just a meager $25,875 here this week. That was our other 5-digit price tag coin of the week. And of course, a 14D is the appropriate coin to have that on. All right, now we're on to nickels. And again, we're beginning to see little sprinkling of like some ultra modern, like post 2000 type of coins that are going to be going obviously in a registry set. This is one of them right here. This is a 2011D Jefferson nickel, a very nice, what I call hyper graded example, and mid-state 68 with full steps. PCGS gave it that just amazing designation. This particular coin ended up selling for $1,805.62. People are kind of slow rolling it in the $1,000 to $2,000 range for a lot of these coins, but as time goes on, they're going to continue to go up and up and up. We'll see it eclipse 2,000, 3,000. It's only a matter of time. And as people are gaining awareness over the importance of even some of the ultra modern stuff in a registry set, people are going to pay up for these. So watch out. Here's a 1966 Jefferson nickel. This is actually a special mint set type. All right, this is the proof replacement coin. A lot of folks were a little bit sour to the fact that the mint had announced that they weren't doing any more proof sets after 1964. So as a way of kind of addressing that, they end up doing special mint sets or SMS sets. They're a hybrid of a proof coin and a business strike coin. They are generally special strikes, therefore they are graded by the SP diagnoses. And very few of them actually come out with any sort of cameo frosting. It's actually a rarity. They're quite scarce, and if not that, probably pretty unique for certain coins. PCGS graded this one as an SP67 deep cameo. You can see SMS right on the label. And this one sold for $3,262.50 here tonight. We do have a couple buffaloes, and buffaloes, they are Roman. They are, to this day, still one of the most popular general U.S. type coins, especially for the 20th century. You can't go wrong with a really pretty buffalo nickel. These things are going to age gracefully, even after you and I are gone from this planet. These things will still be collected and highly sought after for decades and centuries to come. This is a 1938, one of the well-known varieties. It's a D over S over mint mark. So it's, I believe, a FS 511 is what this one is in the Cherry Picker's Guide. PCGS assigned this one as a mid-state 67 plus. It's also CAC green bean as well. And I'm happy to report that this one sold for $3,712.50. And we also have a couple of just regular kind of dated 1930s buffaloes for your consideration. How about a 36S? What else can we say other than, wow, this thing is lights out, very dynamite. It's got little shades of steel, grayish blue on the actual planchet, which is very, very nice. Gives this one a little bit extra originality, kind of crispness to it. PCGS assigned a mid-state 67, plus it's also CAC green bean. This coin sold for $3,099.38. And we also have a Denver Mint brother to the previous coin, only this one has some interesting toning. Looks like this coin was probably housed in an older folder or an album at one point. It's just got that, that yellow gold, kind of like little hints of rose gold and russet browns in there. PCGS gave this one a mid-state 67 plus, CAC certified as well, and this one sold for $4,781.25. Now we're on to dimes. We do have a few dimes to talk about, but how about 1957? This is indeed a proof struck coin, much like all the other 1950s proof coins. Deep cameo, really tough to find. Even on a 1957, which is a very readily available Proof set, if you wanted to go out there and pay, $30 or less for them. It represents kind of like a bargain way to cherry pick a monster coin, and that's what this one is. PCGS assigned a grade of Proof 68 Deep Cameo. Goodness gracious, what a high grade. Bidders did respond accordingly. This one sold for $1,944 here tonight. And Mercury Dimes, again, much like Buffaloes, these are going to age really nice, and they're going to be collected till the end of time. 1943S is what we have here. Generally, the S mints of the 40s are tougher to find with a full strike. This one does not have it. However, it's got a little bit of original toning. It is a Mint State 68 grade. By all accounts, it's just a really nice high numerical grade, but it does not have full split bands. This one right here ended up selling for $2,661.75 here this evening. And the winner of the best toner of the week has to go to this 1942S. However, this one is a Mint State 68 with full bands, and it looks every part of that. Very beautiful coin. Lots of original color. It's a dog's dish of just beauty and iridescence. And this one, 68, you can't get anything better than that for sure. This one also sold for $6,780 and 38 pennies. So that's one of the more wild final sales prices here for this week. All right, so we're going to end it off on a few quarters here. We got 1934 Washington quarter, and I'm telling you guys, this date is chock full with just a myriad of different varieties, from the different sized fonts of the motto. There's a light, medium, and heavy motto on these coins. Those are all very collectible, but there's also a couple really nice doubled dies as well. This is another just huge doubled die obverse. I believe this is the FS 101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, and it's a beaut. PCGS gave this one a Mint State 65, and of course, it's got the CAC Green Bean as well. Monstrous coin here. $2,686.50 was the final hammer price on this one, and whoever ended up with this is going to end up with one heck of a gem of a coin in their trophy room, I suppose. And then we also have one of the keys, 1932D. I'm a little indifferent on Mint State 62 to 64 grades of just about any coin. It's like, you're compromising when you look at these coins, but you also have to understand when a coin is a key, they do get expensive in just about every conceivable grade. So a 63 might very well fit into a lot of budgets, whereas a $10,000 maybe Mint State 66 example of the same date will not. And that's where this one is. Denver and San Francisco 32 is the big key dates of the entire series. And, these have always been respected and well collected. The originality on there, you can make for what it is. Toning-wise, it's not my favorite. Looks more like watercolory type of splashes of color. This one ended up selling for $2,030.62. And the last couple are going to be this is the last one, right? Yep, it sure is. 1923S Standing Liberty Quarter is going to be the final coin for this week's Monday Market Report. But as you guys know, it's a pretty big key date. This one is a Mint State 64 with full head strike designation, all by NGC grading, of course. Beautiful coin. Luster is generally muted on a lot of these, and very rarely do you come across a premier example with the full strike. This one looks fantastic, and it's going to go into any conceivable high-end collection, whether it's typeset driven or a registry set. This one's gonna fit multiple needs. But I'm happy to report this one sold for $4,455 here this evening. So that's it. Yeah, quick, nice and quick and easy. We're at 20 minutes as of right now on this video. Quick little PSA for you guys. We got our live coin Q&A holiday giveaway stream. That will occur on December 5th. So if you're checking this out after the 5th, that time had already passed. Come join us on our live event, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, and you guys in the central and mountain range area, you guys know where you're at as well. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hope to see you guys tomorrow night for some fun. Bring your own libations, of course. And yeah, let's give away some coins, currency, and all sorts of other goodies as well. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Don't forget to love, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the follow button on my TikTok as well. We have eclipsed the 10,000 follower mark. Pretty nice little milestone there. Let's see how quickly we could get to 100K, right? Let's do it. So it's going to go ahead and wrap it up. You guys take care. Thank you again for all your views and support. And I will see you guys next time for more Coin Talk. Take care.